Are you looking for professional broadcasting on a budget? How about broadcast with colorful commentary, guest commentators, and after-race interviews? Do your league branding and social media graphics need a facelift? Custom results and series graphics looking like a fifth grader did them? Event organization taking up way too much of your time? Engage GTCtv and let us help you show the world your events. Welcome everybody to GT Champions and the ENVY Simsports GT3 Sprint Series America, powered by Coach Dave's Delta program. Make sure to go check them out, Coach Dave Academy, and also with SimGrid. We'll talk a little bit more about them later, but it's round one for ENVY Simsports Sprint Series. And we're at this funny little track down in Southern California called Long Beach. So gonna be a super fun race. Long Beach is such a great racetrack, and it is very unforgiving. There's nowhere to run and there's nowhere to hide if you set 1 foot wrong outside the race boundaries, because 9 times out of 10 the race boundary is either the red painted line on the ground or a concrete wall there to greet you. So gonna be a lot of fun. The lap record out for this particular track is from a couple years ago. It's a 118.6. I haven't seen anybody hitting anything into the 119s yet, even during qualifying or during practice. So we're definitely going to see a lot of drivers in all kinds of levels of what's the word I'm looking for? Experience. So fun track at Long Beach. I've been down here a couple of times before. And we'll talk more about that track as we go through the day. So I am Chris Ball. I'll be doing the play-by-play and race direction, and I have been given the ultimate power, and I will be calling the yellow flags today, if there needs to be any. So I have been given instructions, and we will go over that. Of course, right next to me is my guy, Fry. When I say right next to me, I see about 2,500 miles away up next to me. But Fry, you there, bud?
I'm here. I'm touching you right now. Look, see, I'm getting my arm. Look at that. See that? That's a long arm.
I felt that. I felt that. Gave me the goose pimples. Okay. Yes, indeed. Emotional damage. And of course, Pix is here. Folks, Pix and I and Fry, we are doing things a little bit different today, and I'm not going to tell you why, but we're doing things a little bit different today, and so things might work a little bit differently than you're used to seeing broadcasts go, but we're going to see if we can sneak it by you. So I guess I'm not really sneaking it by him if I tell him, right, Pix? Anyway, and of course Etan, who is our executive producer, and he keeps things float, keeps the lights on, gives us all the stuff we need to know to get the job done around here. So appreciate them and all you do. And Fry, this is gonna be a lot of fun today as we start the very first round of this series. As a matter of fact, we have a bunch of races they have lined up. There's 7 of them around here. We've got Long Beach today. Next weekend, we're going to be at Sebring, then off to Road America, then Virginia, then the Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, and Road Atlanta, and then finally we'll end at Indianapolis. So should be a really interesting series, and we'll be bringing them to you every Friday night around this time. So we look forward to having you all around. Make sure that you like, subscribe, get all of the things done, hit the little bells and all that stuff, right? Because that's how you're gonna find out what's going on and when we go live, and then we'll be here for you. We'll take care of you. All right, so we're gonna check out some of the qualifying that's just finishing up out here. Now, picks, I believe we have a different, is it a different decal for the pros as opposed to the AMs? Or is it red and blue? Is it a different colors? I forget what the solution is. There's pros and AMs on the track. Yep, of course he's a pro. Wait, that's Albie? Why is he driving a Ferrari? Isn't he a Porsche guy?
Porsche.
You heard me say it.
He decided to go with a faster car.
Maybe. I'm surprised you didn't say he should have been in the Mustang. I know you're going to say it anyway, but
I was saving it for the race. I saw a few guys out there.
There you go. There you go. Ouch. Ouchie mama. That's going to happen a lot tonight, folks. There's going to be a lot of folks hitting the wall, so just...
Speaking of the two devils.
Yeah, no kidding.
Rich. Great camera work.
Two devils. The only two driving... No, there's three, actually. Patrick, Austin, and Parker are driving the Mustangs today.
Yeah, the rest of the competition's got their work cut out for them.
Hey, Max. Welcome aboard. Max is watching. He's a teammate from the GTC AM champion Florian. He's watching with us. Good to have you around. Thanks for stopping by, and hope you enjoy this. I like the Corvette, man. Like, I'm feeling the Corvette, but only two people. Wait a minute. Yeah, two people are driving it. There's a load of Ferraris and Porsches and some McLarens, a couple BMWs, and in a couple of weeks, people, we're going to be seeing the new Audi GT3 Evo out on the track. Oh, that's going to be fun. Fry, you probably didn't even know about that, but they're releasing the GT3 Evo, the NSX. And
oh boy.
Yeah, that thing looks dope. Looks so good. It sounds so good.
Yeah, if it wasn't a mid-engine car, I'd be happy about it.
Well, this right here is a mid-engine car, the new Corvette.
I know.
This is going to be a fun race. Okay, so far, all I've seen is red mirrors and wings and things. So I'm trying to figure out, how do we see any other driver that is an AM? Usually this is how it works. Oof. This is how it works, folks, is we have to, for the drivers that don't or are not sure how to get the proper decals on their vehicles, we're able to put them on there for them, but it takes a little bit of work. And if they don't tell us, we don't know. So we will figure it out together. So this is yeah, why aren't any AMs on the track right now? That is kind of weird.
Do we not have any AMs?
No, there's a ton. There's like a dozen of them. There's more AMs than pros, but none of them are out on the track. Maybe the 15-minute qualifier is being run out by John and saying, all right, for the first X number of laps, it's only the pros. Then they'll park it and let the AMs go out, right? So you don't have classes mixing up. That's a smart move.
How far into the qualifier are we?
Kyle Mills says the AMs already qualified.
Oh, so they each get 15 minutes?
No, I don't know how they would have qualified them or when. I guess we need to learn some more of the rules of this thing. All right. Okay, John, you got some homework to give us so that we can better understand how the beginnings work. How did they already qualify? How far into this are we? Oh, okay, so the AMs went first. That makes sense. Okay. So they probably gave the
I think they both got like 15 minutes to go. I mean, that's pretty cool. I'd lower it down to 10 myself, but
No, there's only a total of 15 minutes in the session for qualifying. So I think they gave the first 7 minutes to the AMs, then 1 minute to let them all finish up their laps, and then the next 7 minutes for the pros.
That's crazy.
And that kind of makes sense. Although right now I see there are 4 pros that are behind the AMs as far as times on the overall times. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be? I want to say P2's name so bad. I can't wait until we get there. I don't know how to say it, but it's going to be fun whatever I say. So anyway, welcome all 13 of you that are out here visiting with us today. We do have some challenges with the broadcast, so let us know if it's looking good. I can see that we're getting it seems to be a little bit skippy here and there, so just hang in there with us. Hopefully it'll all smooth out. There were some changes. ISPs are not our friends lately, and we have to circumvent some of the issues they have been causing us in the last week. So oh boy. Okay. I wonder if I have. I don't. Okay. Yep. I think
How great does that feel?
Wait, did you say don't have to go to the driver meeting? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I can stay here and wait for things to happen. My HUD is not pulling up anything right now, but that may be because Pixis may not be sending us anything. We shall see. Gotcha. Like I said, folks, we're just working it out. The good news is you're going to get some action. Yes, are we losing some frames? Yes, we are. The somebody at an ISP's headquarters somewhere is going to get slapped across the nose.
I got with the internet surge the other day where everything in my house went to nothing for about 30 seconds and then internet was back on. So yeah, they're working on stuff everywhere.
Yep.
Well, working on it, I say, but mine seems to kind of get sort of better.
You know, there we go. Can you see that all good, Fry?
I can kind of see that. We got, looks like Alvarez is up front again.
What?
Yeah, right. Alexander Weir. Weavers. We're going to go with that first, and then we'll work on that later.
Yeah.
Retro Coffin in third, Ricky Renner in fourth, Alston Diltz in fifth, Parker Dime in sixth, Morgan Smith in seventh, couple familiar names, Malik Bass in eighth, Crispin Hudson in ninth, and Patrick Rich in the Ford Mustang with, for some reason, the number 666 in 10th.
Yeah, he did that on purpose, I think.
I'm pretty sure. And that is your pro class results. Going to the AM class, Matthew Knoll is going to lead the way with Kyle Mills Mayberry in second, Javi Sierra in third, Jonathan Poe in fourth, Gabriel Crozer in fifth, Cody Moore in sixth, Fozzie Fazillo, and we are going to have fun with your name today
Yes,
because that
we
is an
are.
awesome name. In seventh, Steve Sasana in eighth, James Bizzing in ninth, and Tanakrit Carney in 10th in number the
A lot of
11 car,
familiar names.
right? Terrell Lance in 11th, Nathan Nickerson in 12th, John Cannon, the man behind the scenes, in
Behind the
13th.
green curtain. Yep.
Yeah, right. Cayman Lackney in 14th. He joined us earlier. Please don't do that. Christopher Roberts, Eric Simon, Jacob Hurd, and Joseph Kronk.
Joseph Kronk.
There's our boy right there. We're going to see if he does a little better this time. He has had a season of practice to get going, so he should be
Yep.
making his way up to the front here pretty soon.
Yeah. So nice. This will be a lot of fun. And yeah, oh yeah. So Kyle says, yeah, we had the first 7.5 minutes. So he's number 305. That's Kyle Mills. So not sure which class Kyle Mills is in, but that's fine. We get to watch some racing at Long Beach. I'm gonna be not far from there in a little while. I got a project going on that's gonna be starting out there in January or February, so we'll see how that goes. If I have my way, anyway. Look at all these cars. This is interesting. There's AMs actually mixed in with the pros here. I don't know if they're gonna cycle them back or they're gonna leave them all together. Look at that field of cars. It's about dang time.
Yeah, I think they're
Let's
just going to
go,
leave them all
John.
together. They're all just mixed in there.
I know, but look at the size of this field. This is what we were hoping would happen this next season that we were doing with them. These guys and us here at GT Champions have been working really hard to try to get you know, these big races together with lots of cars, and we're about to get one going with Albie up front, got Mr. Wooers right alongside, waiting for that green light. There they go. Let's see. Maybe they're not going. They have to wait till the line. This is a fun start. What's going on here, I wonder?
That is the safest start I've ever seen.
There they go. I wonder if they were waiting for everybody to get out of the final corner, but they were out for a while.
That was kind of
Or
funny.
maybe, oh, you know what? Oh, I'll bet you anything that don't hit walls, people, don't hit walls. I'll bet you anything it was you can start, like there's a starting zone and you can start whenever you want to kind of thing. So that would be my guess.
Yeah, I think he did that because I saw some guys talking about the starting zone between the pros and the AMs. So I think they thought the field was maybe going to be split up, not so mixed together. But you can see right now, I mean, that first corner is going to separate everybody, but it'll take everybody a couple laps to get settled in.
That's for sure. Look at this. I love this picks. We've been hoping this for John for a while since we started with him to get a group like this. And I know there's at least 9 guys in here that were racing in our international GT series that ended a couple weeks ago. And so they're all like, we need more racing. And we don't have the next one started yet. So this is a perfect time for all of them to get out and get their GT3 jollies off. Nope, sorry, strike that. Moving on. All right, so we still have Albie running up front, so good on him. He's gonna take everybody up to the front. I did see I'm getting a bunch of crash notifications.
The worst place to crash.
It's just the turn. I don't think there's a lot going on there, just a few cars. So we're not going to call a caution for that one.
That is calamity corner all day long. Indy cars, anybody that IMSA, anybody that runs here. I mean, you get one car sideways and the whole field has to stop. There's nowhere to go. Yep. But if you don't nail that corner, it's such a long run down the straightaway and you just get ate up. You see everybody coming in the pits.
Yep, I was gonna say the good news is they get they got the pit entrance right there after the corner. So if they ran into something,
just help.
Was John in on this?
I think so.
Oh, he went around. Oh, he went around, and then there was a car stopped in the middle of the corner. Oh no.
And there's you can kind of go wide, but there's just nowhere to go.
Yeah. It's so weird seeing this black Ferrari up there because I'm not used to seeing. I'm used to seeing Albie's, Porsche. So it's confusing me. Like, who's that leading now? Oh yeah. Those top seven are
that was his plan
pretty
all
close.
along.
You think so? Trying to sneak in under the radar? Maybe if Chris and Fry don't see me.
They won't notice if I use a different car. They'll think it's somebody else.
You're gonna go. You got to go find him and meet him. He is in Florida. Oh, more.
There it is.
That's not 5. Don't move the car, mister.
Nope.
Oh, why is he moving the car around in the middle of the track? Don't go. Oh, go.
No, just wing off.
Wow. Nathan Nickerson that's going to be an 11-point turn.
And yeah, you can't turn around. You can't just whip it around. If you try to spin the car, it'll just go straight into the wall. You get,
Not if you're good at it.
Well, you get traction when you don't want traction, right?
Ooh, what happened? Who is that who's in 19th place? Oh, that's Morgan Smith. He decided to get out of the Lamborghini and start racing the McLaren, and we see how that worked out for him. He gets to drive around with nothing on the front of the car.
Yeah, he got caught up in all that melee. It's always unfortunate when you get stuck in somebody else's mess.
Indeed.
Lance is sticking with his BMW Mr. Consistency of I'm going to start in the back and somehow end up in like 3rd place by the end of the race.
Well, he's racing in the AM class, it looks like, so he'll be battling with those guys, not with the pro guys. Oh, Pix, I'm so happy for John, like, getting this kind of, he's got to be losing his mind. He's probably thinking, this is so great. And we are too. I mean, it's always nice to have a lot of cars on track so we can keep an eye on some of the action. Look at that size of that Mustang compared to the other cars. It's like a tank racing against a bunch of go-karts. Like, it looks so big.
Absolutely. Totally boss. Look at that hood.
Boss.
You know what that hood says? Get out of my way. That's what it says.
Is that what it says? It doesn't say found on road dead?
No, it does not. I would say what that other slogan means, but we're on airwaves here, so I'm not.
Oh, okay. Frequently.
Let's just change the first word to freaking. Let's
freaking
just start with that.
Overbuilt Dodge or something, or what is it? Rebuilt Dodge. Messed up rebuilt Dodge. That's what it is, or something. Anyway.
The only word I can say is the O because it's over. That's it. That's all I can say is that.
Oh, okay. All right, Albie out. He's got a whopping 2/10 lead over P2. So Alexander Wooers and Retro Coffin and Parker Dime, they're all really close. I mean, all he has to do, I'm not telling him to, I'm just saying, all they have to do is tap the wall one time and it could really mess up everything. Now, having the nice clear track in front of you is nice, but that's not going to last very long. He's starting to catch the folks that got caught up in that first incident. Hey, there's a new WBM driver that I haven't seen before, Jacob Hurd. Ooh. Oof. That was some smart thinking. Jacob saw him going inside. He's like, just go ahead.
So that part of the track with the water fountain, you make one minor, small mistake, it's going right in the wall.
Yep.
Oh, getting loose. Is Lackney in the, what's he driving? The
McLaren.
Is that the McLaren?
Yeah.
Always between the McLaren and the Corvette. They're hard to tell.
They can be hard to tell. That's true. Mostly just kind of how the front nose looks is just, and especially if the car's all dark like that, it makes it even harder. But
yep. And they're running the same liveries or something. We've seen that where the Porsche and the Aston looked exactly the same.
Right? It looked exactly the same. We're like, oh no, Sukhan died. Oh wait, no, that was somebody else. Ooh, little tap on the wall. That Mustang's gonna be like, let me go. Nope. This long front straight, you can get a good slipstream out of here. There's enough time to make moves with it.
Oh, turn one's
We're gonna see
definitely
if the
your
Mustang's
best
gonna
option.
do it. Nope, he's gonna hold off.
Still got about 3 minutes left to go. So yeah, he got time.
Few minutes. Yeah, there's a few minutes. Oh, it looks like somebody is getting a little nervous. That Mustang's right there. Wow. I wasn't sure if he was gonna make that. I was like, that McLaren's braking really late.
Yeah, I mean, one thing about this track that I've always wondered is why they put tire barriers where they do. There's a couple corners where if they just shortened it up a little bit, they'd have a little more room to come off the corner. Like that one right there. It's a perfect one. Why does it have to be that far up? It makes no sense to me. They could have more room.
Yep. Yeah, the Mustang's getting impatient because he keeps getting better lines out of the corners, and then he can't get around that McLaren when it just takes off.
Got like
And
2 turns to get it done, and if you don't, you're going back around again.
yep. Understanding this is an open setup race too, correct, Pix? Yeah, that's what I thought. So maybe the Mustang doesn't quite have the oomph or the hoopspa that it needs to have to get the job done. What is that 490 on his car? Is that his driver number or is that okay? Oh, I just noticed there's a windscreen banner for the series with the Coach Dave information on it. That's pretty cool. In case you guys didn't know, not you guys. I know you guys know.
Whoa.
I'm saying the viewers.
Oh, don't hit the wall.
So close. So the Coach Dave Delta is pretty cool. I have it, and it's you get setups, but you also get all of your telemetry after the race that you can go back and look at, and it shows you everything, how your braking and turning and acceleration are, so that you can go back and go, oh, that's where I'm messing up, and you can learn and grow with that stuff. So make sure you check them out. You can go to coachdaveacademy.com/delta. We'll have the details in the description of the video. I might have already put them in there. Did Patrick Rich crash?
I don't know, Chris, but we're gonna have to learn that guy's name because Mr. Alvarez is not running away from him at all.
I know, right?
All over him. It's what? Vivers like a V instead of a W. All right,
Of course, that makes sense. Oh, he's from Germany, so it's gonna sound completely different from what we think.
Oh,
Okay.
he's totally gonna win.
He's probably. Oh my goodness. I like that kind of a Williams-esque looking old school livery on that Porsche. Or not Williams. What am I thinking?
Well, see, and we know if he comes over and joins GT Champions in our next series, he definitely will win because you just love sending coins abroad.
Shut up, man. Those are still. I was trying to get to the mailbox the last like 3 days to get that thing shipped out, and man alive, I'll tell you what, I still have to go there. I'm gonna go quickly buy the blood bank, sell some plasma. I'm gonna go to the other one and sell some blood, and then I'll be able to go over and send one of the coins out. No, I'm just kidding.
After the second mortgage is taken out on the house.
Hold on, I gotta be clear. We just kid around. I have zero problem sending it there. I really don't. We just make fun, because.
Well, it's funny because I think you said like 9 coins or something like that, but there's like 3 or 4 of them already that have been sent there.
Yeah, there's been a few.
It just kind of makes it like, really? Can somebody else win, please?
Maybe we should have had the F4 Cup that starts tomorrow. Maybe we should have had that in the middle of the day, so it'd be none of the Europeans would race with us. I'm kidding, guys. We love having you there. Anyway, back to this race. it doesn't seem like Alvy is getting where he thinks he's gonna be. Like, I'm super cool with someone chasing him down. Now, you know, Morgan Smith, he was that guy, and so was come on, Chris Austin. Remember, there's a couple of races where they gave him a real run for their money, and then they got a little caught up on the grass or caught up in a incident or something. But
And Parker had a few races where he was up there, but if you notice that little symbol right by their name, that little symbol there, that's one of the reasons they're able to get up there.
yep. Now let's see, who's our first place AM driver right now? Is that Matthew Noel? Is he the true AM leader? I know we had a few drivers coming in late and we may not have got them assigned. I like that livery. That looks cool.
Yeah.
There he is. There's our AM leader right now. Yeah, he's got a little bit more wiggle room than Albie does right now. That's for
I think
sure.
we're seeing the McLaren seem to be the car of choice again.
I would think so. There's 7 of them out on the track, but there's also 5 Ferraris, 4, 5, 6, 7 Porsches. So, I mean, they're not the only car out there. There's a lot of people using different cars. Oh, listen to that. Well, y'all can listen. We're just gonna watch. I don't know if you folks know it, but me and Fry usually watch in silence while we're watching the races.
For some reason, I can hear the car slightly this time.
I know you can because Fry's watching my view of the race using our software so he can see it, and so mine has audio in it, so that's why he's hearing it. But the we had to make do. We have to be tech savants to get this broadcast done until the folks down in Pix's neck of the woods get their heads out of their keysters and sort that out for him. So
that is just so much fun. I love that last corner with the onboard view.
Hey, there's another event these guys have coming up soon. What is it called? I'll find it. Pix, you focus on the cameras. I'm gonna go find it. I should say I wasn't asking Pix to get it for me. I was just saying it out loud. Pix is like, I'm trying to drive the cameras. Leave me alone. It's the way up my Discord that I gotta go looking for this thing. It's another GT3 race. It's the Mid-Ohio Sports Car course, and it's going to be. I don't think that's the next one. It's just a different series. Yeah, it's like a standalone event that's happening. So if you want to get there, just go to. Well, first of all, you just need to go to SimGrid.com. The link for pardon me, can't talk. The link for ENVY Simsports is in the description, so you can go there and check out the other events. You can check out ours too. We have the F4 Cup in there. Pretty soon we'll have some stuff going on. Uh-oh, Morgan! No, what happened to Morgan? Nope, you're not going to fit in there. You're not going to fit in there. He's going to try to go around the outside, and the barbecue, Bubba Smith said no. You don't get to see this view.
Yeah, that is never a place to go side
right
by
to the
side.
corner.
Yep. There is never a place to try to do that through there. That is one line, one groove.
Yeah, and that Mustang's got a little bit of damage, but he was. Oh, you almost got a teammate. They did that. Remember that? They did that not long ago. They took out each other.
Weeks ago.
I think it was in the final round of the
all the cars you could have pulled out in front of you picked that one.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So yeah, they got good stuff coming up here, and oh, I am so excited for him to have this giant field of cars. It took us a while, Pix, to get to that, and it's taken him a while too, and patience makes it all better. Plus we get to share drivers. Like, we don't have events happening at the same time, so drivers are going to have, you know, 2 different championships that they can run and have a lot of fun. So that'll be good. January is going to be pretty exciting.
We always have fun stuff that we're doing and somebody's doing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's not going to get in there, Mr. Corvette. Albie's going to say nope. Man, that M&M's car is sticking it out.
Calamity corner. And you
like,
can't
what do I
see
do?
And you can't see when you come around. So by the time you realize somebody's sitting there and you're slamming on the brakes, you're already either getting rear-ended or hitting them.
Yep. Now, does he get a little too hot out of the corner, or is somebody already there? Getting on the gas and...
Yep.
Oh, it wasn't him. Oh, no, here we go. This was who it was. I knew it was a Corvette. I was like, I was looking at that. And he's going to go right through here. He's going to get on the brakes and get on the gas. And oh, no, he got help. He got help from that McLaren. And the McLaren's like, I'm just going to keep hitting the gas and pushing you. That seems super inappropriate. Well, it's caught on the broadcast. I guess that will probably come out later. We'll just leave that. We'll just leave that alone for now. Steward notice. No, we are not the stewards. Thank goodness for that. Stewarding is terrible. It really is. It really is the worst.
That's your favorite part of this whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So is sticking a needle in my eye. I'm almost to the point, Pix and Fry. I'm almost to the point where, like, I want to hire one of those outside stewarding teams where we just say, here's the offense. You guys do that. We're just going to do all the fun stuff. You can get yelled at if you want.
So subcontracting.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's the old saying with subcontracting. If you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. And, you know, oh, wow, look at that just closing speed he gets on him right there in that braking zone.
He's been there so far for the first 20 minutes of the race, and Alvy is probably a little surprised. He's not pulling too far away from Parker and Coffin and Diltz either. They're still kind of hanging back there, but Alvy's always been good with his fuel management. So every time I think maybe he's burning too much and they'll catch him, he seems to get even further away. So he's about to catch Terrell Lance right now.
And I think I noticed just the last before we switched cars that there's like a 3-way battle for 5th going on in the AM class. I saw. I don't know who that is. I think that's like James Bessing, Tanacrit, Jonathan Poe. I think those guys are having some kind of a little. They're really close to each other. Look at that. There's less than a second between the 3 cars. So there's a lot of fun to be had here. If I knew which ones of those were.
Terrell
we'll
Lance
get to know him.
Be under pressure from the leaders, trying not to go a lap down, and just in front of him is John Cannon. So I don't think, like, legally they can pass John, though. I think, like, isn't there a rule there to stay behind him?
Yeah, there's a penalty for passing the race promoter. And
I thought we instilled that.
I was pretty sure about it. And I mean, he hung up his KFC bucket, so he's not. Yeah, look at that. He's moving over. Terrell's like, I got no beef with you. You go ahead. And there's Parker back there in the Mustang.
Together, so, you know, those two have raced together, so they know. They very respectful, which is always what we like to see. But if we get another move, nope. I think he's just content to ride there for now.
I'll tell you that I like the look of that Ferrari. That 296 is a pretty nice looking ride. I like it in all black like that. That looks pretty good.
Black Ferrari, red mirrors, can't go wrong.
See, what I'd like to do, what I think you should do is paint the car whatever the color is of the primer, so that when you hit the wall and it rubs off, nobody knows. Oh, did something just happen to Patrick Rich too? Or it might just be people going off track. We get these little alerts that pop up and tell us if somebody crashes or not. And half the time it's just because they just went over the curbs.
Like, I went a little bit off over the line. Sorry.
A glitch in the matrix. There we go.
Matrix are never glitchy.
Up in my neck of the woods, we've got a winter storm warning coming in tonight. So we're going to have ice all over the place tomorrow, which will be super great because I have errands to run and I live on a mountain. So I got to go all the way down the hill to go to the store and get stuff done. I skipped that one until Monday.
Due to the winds, we are going to have our coldest night of the year so far at a nice 32 degrees. So
32 degrees.
Looking forward to that nonsense.
Nonsense. I think our high today up here was 29 degrees today.
See,
so.
I wouldn't know. That's just, I'm not going outside.
I'm in Florida. Leave me alone.
Yep.
Somebody just ducked into the pits. Who was that? That was Kyle Mayberry. He pitted from third in the AM class. Is it that time?
Well, it's only 23 minutes. It's a little early, but we've seen this before where guys will start coming in a little early so they can drop further back. Now, when all these guys come into pit, they now get that clean open track. So we've seen it before because we, usually in between about the 30 to 40 minute mark, that's where everybody starts coming in and pit.
There you go.
So yeah, we've seen guys, John really does a good job opening up the strategies for this. A little bit. I don't know if anybody watches V8 Supercars, that's kind of where they have races where you can come in early, middle, late. Doesn't really matter where you come in, but it plays into the race. But traffic here is huge.
Yeah, I think he sets the fuel like 67% or something like that. So it's not so close to the middle, and it gives drivers the ability to run either a little long or a little short, and or right in the middle. Oh, is this it? Nope, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Oh, look at these two. Albie has got to be sweating bullets right now. He's not used to this long of an attack mode from the car behind. Like, he's usually away a second or two by this part of the race, at least, right?
Usually trying to stretch some legs by about 10 minutes in.
Yeah, the one German on the track. There's one German, 3 Canadians, and every other driver is American. And this German is putting the screws to that Ferrari, and they seem to do that. There's a lot of good drivers from Germany that show up in these events. What's weird is right now it's like, I don't know, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning for for Germany. So that's a dedicated driver.
Yeah, there's no way I'm doing that at 2 or 3 in the morning. I know some guys that do it,
he's German, but he's here in the States too. Like,
well, some guys, they get on, do a race before they go to work and stuff. I'm like, how? And no, there ain't no way I can race that early in the morning. I hit everything.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? We should also mention too is that I don't know who they are, or you are if you're listening. We don't know who you are, but John has mentioned that there are people that have been donating to the league here at ENVY to help these events and stuff go on, because we're not free, right? And the people that are donating are helping all of this. Ooh, oh, sorry, I had to catch my breath on that one. The donating, so big shout out to those who are donating to ENVY and helping them out so that they can put these events on. Good on you. Here, you know what? I'm gonna give you a little clap there.
I know. If I didn't get paid in bologna sandwiches, I couldn't make it through the week. So I do appreciate y'all. So make sure you like and subscribe and share and tell your friends. I need more sandwiches.
Yeah. Now, don't give them false hope. These sandwiches do not have anything on them, and there's no cheese. So it's just bread and a slab of bologna. We can't afford the rest of the stuff that goes on there.
I usually go to gas stations and I get the little ketchup packets and little mustard packets, and that's my seasonings.
And a little couple salt packets.
There you go.
When I was a kid, I still remember just sitting with my dad watching Benny Hill eating bologna cups, and it was so much fun. This was pre-microwave days. we'd go in the kitchen, get out the frying pan, and throw a thing of bologna in there. And this bologna, listen, this is not Oscar Mayer thin garbage bologna you find at Walmart. This was like the thick, like it was thick as bacon, right? And then he'd
Oh,
put it in the pan. Ooh, there's a move. That was for position right there, right? I think that
yep.
was. That's
No, it's
Jonathan
pro. Two
Poe.
amps.
I don't think.
Pro.
Oh, you're right.
Pro
You're right.
in front of him, but he does have an am right behind him, I think.
The
Yeah, I think
green
that's
is
Rich.
confusing me because I thought the green was. I thought the reds were pros and the blues were AMs, but there's green mirrors on a bunch of the cars, so I don't know what to think.
Well, it says Poe is an am, so
Yeah.
we're gonna go with that.
But
Now
anyways,
I gotta know
the
if this
bologna
guy's
story.
name's Closer.
I have to finish the bologna. Sorry, I have to because people are probably like, Chris, the bologna. Okay, so he puts in a frying pan and throws some cheddar cheese in the middle of it and let it melt. And when you cook the bologna, it'll curl up on the ends like a cup, and it becomes like a bologna bowl full of cheese. And then we'd go put it on a plate and we'd sit down and watch Benny Hill together. Super inappropriate for Benny Hill for a kid my age at the time, but it was time with my dad, so I loved it. But anyway, that's what we used to do. That's my bologna story. In case anybody didn't know.
That is way too much bologna. I say I'm gonna buy some. I ate 2 sandwiches, and I'm like, okay, let's go get something else.
Yeah.
We need real food.
It's basically like somebody took a rolling pin to hot dogs. That's all it
Yeah.
really is.
Yep.
Oh, tapping on the
Oh,
wall right there. Who's that in the BMW? Is that Chris Roberts? No. Oh yeah, yeah. That yeah. That other car's right behind him. Kyle Mills.
now he's our guy that pit early, so he's already done with his pit stop. So he'll just wait for everybody else to come in now. So we
Yep.
should see him shoot back all the way. I mean, I'm assuming third or better.
Well, hold on. That guy in front of him is Chris Roberts in the BMW. He's running in 8th position right now, and they just passed another car that was in the pits. He's gained 10 spots, so my guess is he just hasn't pit yet. So when he pits, he'll drop back down. But he's 10 spots up.
Nice.
There's a few drivers that are that way. Tanakert Carty's 8 spots up. James Basing? I don't know how to say that. He's up 7 spots, and I think some of that might be cars that have either pit or oh my gosh, he just hits everything.
You see what I mean about that? Just those tires right there. It just sticks out in a wrong spot. Drives
I
me
remember
nuts.
watching IndyCar out here when who's the Mexican driver picks for McLaren? Yeah, Pato Award, and he went through one of these corners trying to cut underneath somebody and made contact, and he sent somebody right into that wall along with himself. And I was like, oh, ouch. That was a mess.
Wow.
Yeah, that BMW needs. Okay, there he goes. He's like, I'm gonna just get out of the way.
Just go.
Maybe pit and put some tires on that car. Let's see if he just stays to the right. He's going.
Yep.
I was gonna say he's got damage too. And there's the leaders.
They're all taking tires on this one.
Oh, maybe that's why he pit. He's like, the leaders are here. I got to get out of the way. I am not going to ruin these guys' race. Guys, can you imagine what this is going to look like the last couple of laps with these two?
And the top 3 are all, well, not third place, still kind of right there lingering, but I don't think anybody's pit yet.
No, I don't think they have. Certainly not the last 7 or the top 7. And Parker may be like, guys, pit already. I hate these freaking tires. And look at that, Albie trying to get a little slipstream off the car in front of him up the head.
And we just hit halfway, so you think somebody's going to try to undercut somebody at some point. That's got to be Parker's only move, to try to undercut him and get in front of both of them.
Maybe. He's right there with them, though. Look how close he is.
Yeah,
they got caught up behind one of those other drivers pretty slow. He had look at that.
He can get that slipstream. That's going to help.
He's really close.
Sporting the American Legion.
Yeah, nice.
They have great drink specials.
Great drink specials. That's awesome.
Hey, you haven't drank till you drink at the Moose Lodge.
I've heard. So it looks like, oh, you know what? It looks like P2 and 3 in the AM class are pretty close together, just under a second between each other for that battle for second. Between
And
Tanakrit Carney, we know that name. He was battling for the champ. Hey, look at that. He's a WBM driver now.
and Parker Dime has our fastest lap for the pros, and I think it was Nathan Knoll or Matthew Knoll that has
It's
for
Matthew
the
Knoll, yeah.
yep, Matthew Knoll has the fastest lap for the AM class.
Oh, this is so great. There's stuff happening everywhere on this track. Dream come true. You know, John, we sit and talk with John, right? When we're just trying to figure things out, me, Pix, and John, trying to figure out how we can help and how he can help and all the things that need to get done and stuff. This has been his dream to be able to get like this amount of cars on the track. So all of you drivers that are watching this after it's over or just listening to the sultry sound of our voices, you know, thanks for coming and racing. It's what we do this for, to give you guys a chance to get out and race, and it's a lot of fun, and it's fun to watch them out here battling each other. 26 laps in,
Just over halfway.
Yeah, you read my mind.
I can't ever do laps. I always just look at the time. I know it's directly next to it, but somehow I just look up at the time and then I start looking at names. Like, I don't even know how many. There's so many times I've finished a race and I'm like, how many laps did we do? Did anybody look? I didn't look.
Yeah. When I'm racing, I don't look at the laps either. I just, do I have gas? And where's everybody else?
Yep.
That's
I'm always worried about some gas and tires.
Ooh, do you see that? He's getting on the gas. Little smoke from the tires. Steve Susanna, who's with WBM now. He's raced. There's so many of these guys. Let's see. All the guys that I know of that raced in our stuff. Parker, Austin, Tanakrit, and Morgan, Patrick, Steve, Tyrrell, John. That's 8 drivers right there that you know,
we didn't
they're
talk
racing
about
sluts.
but
They race in everybody's things.
I think did Joseph Kronk start the race or did he bail out?
He's not on track. I think he's gone.
Unfortunate. Hopefully we'll see him in the next race.
That's unusual. So maybe he got disconnected or something, because he's like our go-to cheerleader for sticking it out the whole race. I love it. 28 drivers started this race today, Fry.
That is crazy.
I know, it's awesome.
Steve Susana.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to catch Lackney to see if he can get in the top 10. Not really sure who has pit, who's not pitted, but I know we're coming up to about 4 minutes into the 40-minute mark, and that's usually when everybody's kind of running out of fuel or tires or something. But usually they don't go much longer than that before they have to start pitting. So I wonder if Parker is going to try to undercut the 2 leaders or overcut the 2 leaders.
Hey, Pix, do you have the secret little gas gauge part that you don't have to bring it up, like, just so we don't let anybody know, but can you tell us? Do you have the little secret gas gauge that says how much gas the cars have in them? Is there such a thing?
Parker right there.
Yeah, Parker is there. This is a 3-way battle for the win of this race with still 25, 24, 23 minutes left to go. Good golly, and none of them have pit yet. So, oh, here we go. Pit stop strategy. Let's go.
Oh, pretty close. Looks like they're all dead even. Yeah, that's helping.
Yep.
You know what's aggravating too is when you think, okay, I've been working on my fuel. I probably have better fuel than everybody else. And when you come in the pits I don't know if they can see each other's stuff in
Nope,
this
you
game, but in
can't.
other games you can. But it's so frustrating when you pull in and you look up and you're like, hey, he's got more than me. Oh, this is BS.
Yep.
So
So for
yeah,
those of you that are not Gran Turismo people, if you're racing in a Gran Turismo racing, and we do events there in there too. The when you come into the pits, it shows everybody in the whole race how many liters of fuel you have left. And you come in and you got 1 liter, like you're running out of gas coming in. The person in front's got 10, and you're like, what? And you're so mad. I get it.
yeah,
That's why
and
I
you
don't race
think,
anymore, right? I
and
just do this.
you just think that you were so good and saved so much fuel, and they were like, no, I had way more than you. I've gotten to do it a few times, but not very much.
Oh, guys, this. Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, we need to do that, folks. That folks that are watching, there's the many of you out there. Hey, chat us up. Unless you're the drivers. If you're the driver, no texting and driving. But if you're actually watching this with us, thank you, by the way, and make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're trying to chat and you can't, it's because you have to subscribe for at least 5 minutes. That's how we keep all the bots out. The fake sexy girls from other countries that are trying to sell you Tupperware and Avon and never mind. So anyway, the we want to hear from you. So share with us your share with us your thoughts on the race. And for those of you that are going to watch this in DVR, shame on you. No, I'm kidding. Come watch us live. Interact with us. Tell us funny jokes or make us think about something really hard and see if we can figure it out. Man, Parker is excited right now. I'm telling you. And okay, somebody needs to fix that camera angle. Like, why is that even an angle? Why is...
I mean,
Somebody missed that one in dev.
I'll say this with Parker is maybe his tires are better worn because he just keeps running them down, and maybe they've beat their tires up, battling the whole, race so far. I mean, this is 40 minutes. They've been nose to tail, and nobody's budging on the pit stop yet. There's no
Nope.
way they can go all the way.
5th place looks like the first one to make a move for going into the pits. And this Mr. Hudson. So he's going to start dropping down. That's Crispin. So he's getting it done in his McLaren. I don't know. What are these guys going to do? It's going to be who blinks first. I think Parker needs to jump in and try to see if we can get an undercut out of these guys. Oh, yes! Yes! I called it! Look at that! And there's no way he heard me because we're on a time delay of like 20 seconds, people. So just saying.
He's hiding in the trees.
Okay, this is it. Parker going into the pits. Now, I don't know. Did he qualify up near the front? Because that means he'll get one of the first pit boxes. Yes.
Yeah,
that's going to be good.
He was at least top 5, yeah.
Oh, he's not taking tires. He's just going to get the fuel. All right, so he's going to see. Here comes Austin. And let's see if he does the same thing. So the Mustang, out he goes. So now he's just told Albie and Mr. Rurs, or Alexander is his first name, by the way. We can call him Alex, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, no tires, just fuel. Lightning McQueen. No tires, just gas. I love that movie.
You need tires and gas.
Yep. Now let's see.
These not taking tires.
Well, these guys are in the last sector. Just a couple more corners. Now they have to decide if. Joseph is here.
26 laps down.
Yes, actually, he's on his first outlap. It looks like so.
Yeah,
Albie went in. Albie saw it. He's like, crap.
They separated, so Albie's now in.
Yep.
Evers is going to go out front, and
he
Parker
needs to go as fast as
around.
he can. He's got clean air. Albie's not in the way.
Let's see if he takes tires.
Let's see. No, he knows he can't. Yeah, he knows he can't take the tires because
Well,
he'll lose that spot.
like we just talked about in Gran Turismo, they can see whether you take
Yep.
tires or whether they take fuel. These guys don't know that. So
No,
when they
they
come
don't.
back around, they have no idea if he took tires or not, which is
Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's like, I
oh,
got to get through these guys. I'm losing time.
was the move
Oh,
of the day. We need
that
the
was
replay on that one.
gutsy. That was really gutsy. But look at, he's getting caught up behind some slow drivers. He's not getting I don't think he's getting the time he was hoping to
And
get.
and you see that they're nice. They're moving out of the way, but when you're midway through a corner, right when you catch them, there's just nothing you can do. You have to slow down,
Yep.
and it
Oh,
is the most aggravating thing in the world.
I got to tell you, Parker is in third again. So he already came back out in third. So he has clear track, right? He is behind he's behind Albie, who already pit and came out in front of him.
So he
And
didn't jump Alvy.
Yep, he didn't jump Albie. Albie probably took less gas because Albie does that crap and pisses
Yep.
everybody off. Oh,
Yep. I told
ouch.
you. Like we talk, we always think Alvy's like, oh, he's up there burning fuel. That's how he's running so fast. No, somehow he does it with saving fuel.
Yep. Oh, and Wooer stays out. That's, I mean, if your tires aren't going off, then
They look like they are.
no, what I mean is like if they're going to be running the tires to the end, so then he doesn't need to think about that whether they're getting a tire advantage. The only thing that he's going to get is an advantage of having less fuel and be able to run faster laps. I'm curious to see what his lap time will be at the end of this one when he's had a clear track in front of him this lap.
And I wonder if that's what he's trying to do now. He's got the clean track and stay out as long as he can. We only got 15 minutes left in the race, so he doesn't have much time to make that decision.
Yes, sir. Vevers, I know you said that too, didn't you? And I didn't.
I was close. I at least said Weavers. I mean,
well, Weavers. I'm kidding.
Look,
I'm kidding, Alexander.
I am from the South, so we all knew that was coming. I was going to butcher somebody's name today.
Okay,
we haven't talked about your boy Fazilio very much today, and I probably was going to butcher that one too.
Hey, so I'm looking at the last lap time that Alexander just did. He did a 120.5 or 120.05. I think that might be the fastest lap of the race. No, that was his last lap. The best lap of the race was by Parker. I think Parker holds the fastest lap. Yeah. So, but Alexander did a 120.0. Albie's last lap was 120.6, and Parker's was a 120.0. So when Parker and Alexander have clear track in front of them, they're almost a half a second faster than following behind Albie. That's interesting. So maybe Albie was holding up Alexander, not on purpose necessarily, just,
Well, that's what we talked about the track. I mean, it's that one or two spots where okay, I can get him here, but if he gets to the corner, there's just nothing you can do the rest of the track. Especially two guys that look like they're pretty evenly matched. At one point, they're hoping somebody comes out of a corner a little too wide.
Yeah. And before I forget, folks, tomorrow we have two different broadcasted races happening. We have the first of the Sim Race City F4 Cup. That'll be tomorrow, starting at 12 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be two 25-minute races starting at Virginia and Sonoma in the F4. And there's no classes. It's every man for himself with fixed setups by another setup shop I won't mention because Coach Dave is on this one. Anyway, we're gonna have some open wheel racing tomorrow, and then tomorrow. Oh, that Porsche went outside the lines there. It's gonna be a time penalty. Ouch! You can't go over that red line all the way. And then later in the day, Fry, we've got your Mazda MX-5 Cup. In goes the leader. The MX5 Cup in Gran Turismo is tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, and yours truly will be broadcasting that. Hey, look, there's damage on Albie's car. His right
Uh-oh.
front fender, that might be why he's not able to get these lap times. Look at that.
Oh, he
He's
bashed it in. Wonder what he
the whole
hit.
front end, he smacked something. I mean, he did a better lap. The last lap for both of these was 120.4. So Albie and Parker did the same lap time basically last time around, but
He
that's
might have clipped that wall right there. I mean, I think every lap you just take you exhale as
look,
you come out of there.
coming across now and coming out of the pits. Oh, let's see how this work out. Look at that.
Look at the gap that he made staying out.
Wow, he did. He made a huge gain. Dang it, I wanted to see all three of them like bumper to bumper out of the final corner coming for the line. That would have been awesome. Well, it ain't over till the fat commentator says so. And somebody can still hit a wall and bring somebody closer. We'll see.
12 minutes to go. So Parker's definitely going to do his best to run down Albie.
He did a 10th slower the last laps than Albie, so he's not making any gains the last couple laps.
He knows if he wants to do it, he's got to go. So, you know, the best way to make a car go faster is to just drive it harder.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it works.
Oh, we just had a change for the lead in the AM class. Something happened to Crozer.
Oh, yeah, he was up there for a little bit. And maybe it was pit stop. Maybe he had to pit.
I don't think so. All of a sudden, he just went from I'm in front of you to 2.5 seconds behind him.
Oh, maybe he hit something.
Yeah, I think he hit something. Riding in the Marlboro car.
It's so weird seeing like tobacco ads on a car anymore. Like, no, everyone is so anti that.
I remember when it was almost a law. You had to take everything off, which was a big thing for NASCAR because their #1 main sponsor was Winston. So that's when basically everything changed. But it was, when I watch like old races and all you see is cigarettes, beer, cigarettes, beer, cigarettes, beer. It's like, okay, yeah, that's the.
That's because it's a bunch of rednecks back in the time, and that's all they did: drink and smoke.
Wash, beef jerky, dentine.
You know what? There was dentine. There was and Dexatrim, right, to get that belly down. The interesting thing was this: if you looked back, there was this. Was it Ferrari or McLaren? Somebody was doing the back in the old days when they were blocking all that stuff. They did this funky design on the car that wasn't marble, but like it was like you see it from a certain angle or something. There's something about that. I have to go back and try to see if I can remember what that was, but they did all kinds of tricks to get the sponsors on their cars.
It was probably like those little 3D posters where you had to cross your eyes and then kind of let them go out of focus so you could see it.
So you can see it while it's doing 150 miles an hour past you?
Well, yeah, that was their idea anyway.
Yeah. Oh, man, I was so sad for Lando the other race that they did when they were in wherever the heck they just last were. I was like, oh, so close.
I mean,
He's my boy.
For him, but Ferrari benefited, so I was like, it's okay. It's okay to do that.
You need to shut up.
I'm
sorry, Lando. I gotta get up. I gotta get up and rub my McLaren poster and make Lando feel better.
The only time that I will switch from rooting for Ferrari is when Michael Andretti gets into F1. I will be fully on board with what the American
with Cadillac.
Team. Absolutely, 100%. But growing up, I've always been a Ferrari fan. Michael Schumacher, all that.
Oh,
stuff.
I love Ferraris. I got die-cast Ferraris and stuff. Yeah. But just I love watching the younger drivers come in and you just see this instant talent show up out of them. And I've just ever since Lando Norris showed up, I was like, this kid's got the stuff. Give him a couple of years. And I don't even think it took him that long. He definitely showed he's got something going. And freaking his teammate all of a sudden, Piastri. What a talent he is too. Yeah. Well, that explains why they're going to win constructors. But anyway, back to this particular kind of racing.
Oh, don't hit the wall. And he's in, Beavers is in a Ferrari, I think. Is he the one in the Ferrari? Or no, he was the.
I don't know. I'm having such a hard time figuring out who's actually battling who on the track because I can't tell what class half the cars are in, and I don't know if they are or aren't fighting with each other. Well, I'm
They're
going
all
to talk
fighting with each other to try to get around each other. We just don't know what class they're, doing it in.
Yeah, I'm gonna have. I'll make sure John knows to get these guys to get the right colors on their cars so that we know what the heck's going on. I mean, we have the correct information on the screen for you folks on who's fighting in these battles. I just don't know which one of the cars they are when I look at them. Oof, that was close.
They say
That
you get it wrong,
Porsche
we
is
know where to
pushing, man. What? Who is that in the Porsche? Is that Kyle? Yeah, he's there. These two are not fighting for position, but he's driving like he is because the guy in front and the guy behind him are both pro drivers. So, but he's running in third. That's the podium places right there for that Porsche. Matthew and Gabriel are up ahead by about 5 seconds, maybe something like that. But there's Mr. Noel leading the. See, we go right to him and he almost hits the wall.
Not over yet.
It's interesting how the Ferrari in the pros and the Ferrari in the AMs are leading the race. So this Ferrari's got something for this track, doesn't it?
Experience.
So the top two in AM are Canadians. The top in pros is a German. And then everyone else is Americans, except there's one more Canadian out there. And
that was close.
Alexander, stop! Oh, hey, Parker just got around Albie. I just saw it coming out of the final corner. I saw it in the back of the frame. I saw that Mustang get around him. Look at that, Parker. Let's see. I think Albie just didn't have the corner, or maybe somebody was in front of him.
Yep. Joseph Kronk is going a little slow. I think maybe he's going to try to pass him here and get slowed up.
Oh, yep. He has to go slow. And look at this. They're going to try to get the turn in. Look at the Mustang sticks his nose right under there. Look at that.
And as we always give him credit, Joseph got as much out of the way as he could, even pulled over and stopped in front of a wall. So awesome job trying to get out of the way, but that just benefited Parker massively. And that's what this track does. There's nothing you can do about it.
Did you see Albie's fists in the car? I think I saw it up in the air, shaking a fist. I don't know if I saw a digit sticking up out of that fist or not, but
he was just letting them know he was number one. That's
right.
Number one.
You're
that's
number
right.
One. Oh, there's only just over 4 minutes left in this race. They're doing, minute 20, so they only got a few laps left, people. And look at this giant line of cars in front of them. Those are all AM drivers that are
all for position. Every single one of those is for position.
They're all fighting for it. I'm telling you that. How many of those are? Well, actually, there's a bunch of those that are not. They're not actually. There's a bunch of them that are out of sequence.
Oh, this is gonna get wild right here.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Holy crap! Do you remember when Alexander had to get through these guys?
And I'm gonna tell you, that's what it looks like in real life too. They don't, and the real life guys don't just go through there all nice and easy. They're slamming on the brakes, trying not to hit each other. That corner just sucks.
Yeah, it does. But look at these guys! Wow. You know what? It's almost like they're driving GT3s and other ones are driving GT4s. That's how much pace they have, and the other drivers just moving out of the way and being respectful, which I totally love.
And Tatiana did say that she saw the digit, so we don't know which one, but there was a digit.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, Tatiana is here. Hey, what's up, you? Tatiana, one of the broadcasters here for GT.
Whoa!
Albie.
He didn't wreck him.
Nope, he didn't.
Just
But
hit
now
him.
Albie's like, I got no chance now. There's a car between us. There's only a couple minutes left. I got damaged.
Yeah, he's still got damage. I mean, that's got to be playing a factor at this point with tires and stuff or something. Because Parker's definitely, it seems like the longer Parker runs his car, the better it gets.
Yeah, right? That's what I was wondering too. Now he's got a little bit, and I say a little bit of clean air in front of him, Parker does, but Albie's going to have to make some moves around. Let's see. This is Matthew. Oh, this is position right here. These two, this is 1 and 2. And this is going to be the last lap, maybe. Well, it depends on when the leader comes across, but this right here is for position in the AM class.
I'd say we got two more.
Here.
I'd say we got 2 more laps.
And if anything happens to these two guys, Mayberry is only 7 seconds behind them. So, don't. Oh, I had to say it.
There's
My gosh,
barrier.
Matthew. I'm sorry, Matthew. I know. I hate my job sometimes. Like, first it's stewarding, nobody likes you. Then you start doing commentary and everyone hates you again because you wreck them out. Oh, my gosh. Noel was running that whole race, man.
You know, we did come up with a way to fix that. You know, we can like just not watch the cars, but we commentate on the race. You know, it's like
I know. This ain't over.
Just show
I
the
don't
crowd cheering.
That hard. He just has to push.
He didn't hit it that hard, but I you know, that gap does not look that big, and it just seems like you could close it up, but he'll spend the next 2 laps exactly that far away. It's so aggravating.
I don't know. He could get on the brakes really late in turn 1 to try to close up, and hopefully, he'll probably hope that Crozier doesn't, in an effort to not blow up his race the same way Noel just did on turn 1. But we'll see. He's going to have very little slipstream, if any. He's a little fur back. Fur?
You know, maybe
like
use his blinker and throw him off a little bit.
Okay, the leader just is already across the line. So he's gonna have, well, not for finishing the race. I'm just saying he's oh wait, no, he's coming through right now. Yeah, that's checkered. Oh no, that's white flag. He's got 1 more to go. So everybody's got 1 more lap.
Toddy says one of the guys has her last name, and I think it's Vivers.
Maybe.
Tatiana
but everybody
Vivers.
has 1 lap now. Oh yeah, Tatiana Noel. That's right. You're right. Maybe that's why he hit the wall, Tatiana.
Oh, you can't shed that off on her. That's on you.
Yes,
now.
I can. And Tatiana's going to do that tomorrow in your race. I'm going to watch, and Tatiana's going to hit the wall or put you in the wall. I see it coming.
And to Noel, it is okay. You can put in tickets against Chris, and it counts. So
you can steward the race commentator. Perfect. I love it.
But you still have to put in video evidence.
There you go. All right, now the leader's not come across the line, which means everybody behind him is finishing their lap if they've gone across the start-finish line by the time he does. And it'll be the last lap for everybody behind him, which includes there's actually going to be 1 more lap for the AM drivers because they've already crossed the line. Look at that. Mr. Viewers. Way to go, Alexander. Good job. Parker's going to come home in 2nd place after that race. Nice. Albie will come home in 3rd. There's Parker. Albie's right behind him in 3rd. There he is. Mr. Renner will come home in 4th. That's Ricky right there coming out of the final corner in the Porsche. And and there's Austin back there. You can see in the other Mustang that'll come home in 5th. The bottom of the AM class has already gone through. It's just the top 4 still duking it out. And these are the 2 right here. It is not over till these 2 come across the line for the AM class. Mayberry and Carney are not too far behind, but there's not a lot of time left. It's the Hail Mary. But look how close he's gotten in the Ferrari now. He's right there.
He's going to send it right here. You better
He's
just
got
go low and
late.
block.
Look at that
Yeah.
late apex. He's gonna try. Oh, this is it. A little bit of a wiggle, but I don't think it's enough. It's gonna be a drag race down there.
Well,
There's
those
other
guys out
cars.
of
Nice. Nope, those guys are not out of fuel. Their race was over already. Oh, what a fun finish that was. Mayberry is gonna come home third. There he is. Kept it together up there. And Tanakrit Carney is gonna try to go across the line with his teammate. His teammate may have been out of gas. I don't know.
it. I don't know if he was out of gas or he hit the wall or something, but his car was like wiggling as it went across, like
It
it was
was like he he was out of gas, sputtering, or he was wobbling on a broken wheel.
like a flat tire, broken shock.
Yep. Now, what are these guys hanging out for? Are they having? Is this cops and coffee over here? Is that? Oh, they're gonna get all of the WBM drivers together. Parker's a WBM driver. He's just not running the livery. That makes sense. So they're all trying to get together, and everyone else is like, "Are we doing a parade?" Is everyone lining up for the parade? What is going on? This is kind of fun,
It's like
actually,
that
to
weird
watch.
thing in traffic where
Oh,
somebody
there
pulls
they
up,
go.
you're like, can we go or can we not go, or are we going? What are we doing?
That's awesome.
Oh,
The WBM.
don't hit him! Don't hit.
All the team driver get together. They're gonna do a little parade lap on the track. That's awesome. Way to go, American Legion, getting the second place finish. Meanwhile, Alexander's probably doing donuts somewhere, and we're not even paying attention. He's probably like, "Yeah, I won." Oh,
I mean, we are watching a parade.
we are
So.
watching a parade. There we go. What a fun race. Well, there we go. Finally got some results in there, Fry. Look at that.
Gabrielle, we still don't know if it's actually Grozer, but I like that name, so we're gonna go with that. But Vivers is going to win our pro class. Parker Dime comes home second. Alberto drops to third. Ricky Renner in fourth. Austin Diltz in fifth. Retro Coffin in sixth. Malik Bass in seventh. Crispin Hudson in eighth.
Mhm.
And Morgan Smith and Patrick Rich round out your top 10. Yeah, I don't think Patrick had a very good day today.
Uh, let's see if I can go find ourselves some drivers for the interviews.
And Grozer wins our AM class with Matthew Knoll unfortunately dropping to second as the track, I think, beat him on that one. Kyle Mills Mayberry in third, Tanakrit Carney in fourth, sorry. James Bizzing in fifth, Fazzy Fazillo in sixth, Jonathan Poe in seventh, Steve Susanna in eighth, Terry Lance in ninth. He didn't make his run to the front as he usually does, and Cayman Lackey in 10th. There we are. Nathan Nickerson in 11th, Jacob Hurd in 12th. The guys are messing around. Jacob Hurd in 12th. That's how you get on pit road right there. That is the most stylish pit road entrance I've ever seen in my life. John Cannon in 13th, Eric Samano in 14th, Cody Moore 15th, Javi Sierra in 16th, Christopher Robbins 17th, and Joseph Kronk, who showed up a little bit late, but glad he made it, coming home in 18th. And yeah, that's the guys. That's how you get on pit road right there.
Mm-hmm.
That was
I'm trying to
style.
find the drivers. I don't know how to do it. I message them. I'm hoping I get them in the right places. We'll see if we can get them in here. Um, what will probably have to happen is our guy Fry here is gonna probably have to get those interviews done because there is something happening in my studio at the moment. I might have to turn over the reins to you, Fry, for the end of this thing. Give me a second, folks. I'll be right back. Fry, if you can take over for
Yeah,
a
no
minute,
worries.
please.
Just waiting on a few drivers to see if anybody. Let's see where we're gonna be for round two. Going to Sebring. Oh, everybody's gonna love Sebring. That's gonna be a fun one that everybody likes to race on. John, what you doing? That was a good race. I bet you're really happy that like I don't know, 30 people showed up.
Dude, I am super stoked that we had that many people on the track. Honestly, like I was telling Albie earlier in the day, I think that I was thinking we were going to get like maybe 15, maybe 17 at the very most, but 30, or I think it was, yeah, about basically 30, freaking amazing.
And I know I think we had 35 that registered, right?
Yep, we have a total of 35 signed up right
Okay.
now, so everything is full. Uh, Unfortunately, some of the people, I assume they probably couldn't make it because either
Hey,
time issues or it was weekend
life.
or life or who knows
Yeah.
what.
We always just say it's life issues. That's what it is. If we could all just sit around and have fun and mess around all the time, that would be great. But people got to work.
Oh, for sure.
All right, we got our drivers jumping in here. I'll jump back. We'll jump back with John a little bit. Let's go ahead and go. Yeah, well, we'll go ahead and go to Gabriel first. Gabriel, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So I'm gonna go ahead and just ask you how to say your last name now, because I'm sure I got it wrong like 37 times in the broadcast.
Yeah, I heard you say Grozier, but it's Crozier. Crozier.
Oh, so I was at least close.
Yeah.
So, so Crozer, is that
Yeah, Crozier. Crozier.
okay? Crozier.
Yeah.
So good run. Definitely had your hands full right there at the end, but I think you were kind of gifted a win a little bit. But I noticed you were out front, and then you dropped back like 2.5 seconds. Did something happen while you were leading?
I knew I had the pace. I felt like I had the pace on the car that I overtook. I kind of did like a dummy on him into turn one, and he hit the wall, which I didn't intend to happen, but that happened. And then I kind of let off the last two laps. I didn't. The clock was at 0, so I thought we had one lap left, and we had another lap after that. So I kind of let off the gas a bit for the last two laps.
Yeah. Well, it's you guys were definitely battling all the way to the end, so we were
Yeah.
enjoying that. But we missed kind of what had happened to you, so I guess that let him catch back up. But I think he did pretty much the exact same thing to kind of give it back to you there in the last corner. So congratulations on the victory on round one.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No worries, man. Well, you got any shout outs or any thank yous you want to send out?
The trickiest part today was not having a setup for the McLaren. So
Oh wow.
yeah, exactly. It was experimenting. So the experiment kind of worked out.
Well, we've seen from a couple other drivers that you know what, you can throw it against the wall sometimes and it just seems to work. But luckily for you, it worked out today.
Yeah.
All right,
Appreciate
man.
it, guys.
Well, no worries. We'll catch up with you next race.
Thank you.
See you, boss. Parker. Oh wait, that's right. Alvy was in third place. My bad. Alvy,
Hey,
can
what's
you
up,
hear me?
guys?
There he is.
Yeah.
So we did miss what happened to you. You got some damage at some point in the race with the front end. You just clipped the wall, or what happened with that?
No, on pit exit there was a lap car,
Uh,
and I couldn't see it just squeezed me into the wall, and
tight track, especially going around the water fountain turn. That's never going to be an easy thing to do. So if it's in that area or the last turn or any other tight spots on the track, it's always just a bad place to catch cars. But otherwise,
yeah,
how
I guess it was a bit weird because it was on my pit exit, so
uh,
I I
how
couldn't
was
I literally couldn't see where he was. Otherwise, I could have tried
yeah
to avoid it.
there? I would say there's probably like 3 or 4 blind spots on the track. Not real
Yeah, definitely.
easy to see, especially if you're in a low car. How was your first, I don't know, 40 minutes running nose to tail with Vevers?
Oh, so bad. First of all, I've been sick for the last 2 weeks,
Oh,
and I just barely made the race. And I'm super happy I just could finish the race because I was feeling so bad the first 40 minutes. Then with the pit stop and like getting passed by Parker, I guess adrenaline kicked in a little bit, so I feel better
Yeah.
now. But man, the first.
It always helps out, especially when you're sick. You're more probably just trying to keep it on the track, let alone battle somebody for 40 minutes. So I mean, kudos for leading, the first at least third of the 2/3 of the race.
Yeah, I mean, it was thanks to the track. Like, it was impossible to pass, and I know Alex was like way fuel saving. So yeah, I knew I couldn't like keep it up, like keeping
Well,
behind
we
for
can
for
tell
long.
we can tell you because we peaked, but you guys were all pretty even on fuel. That's the crazy part, ain't it?
What do you? Sorry, I didn't catch. What did
I
you
said
say?
all you guys were pretty close on fuel, like almost exactly the same.
I mean, Alex, the
Yeah.
pit stop was like 2 seconds faster than mine, so he
Well,
really saved a lot.
we do wonder how much everybody took to finish the race. We don't know the answer to that question. So
Yeah,
some of you guys, some of you guys might have taken a little less.
I even underfueled to like cut some time off
Uh,
the pits, and so like I barely made the finish
oh wow,
on fuel.
you cut it close.
Yeah, I was trying to stay in front of Alex. Then I knew I could save a little bit being up front, but yeah.
Well, got any shout outs or thank yous or anything you want to send out?
I mean, to everybody that joined up, new league, new series, we got amazing to see almost 30 cars on track the first race. And congrats on Alex on the win, and thanks to you guys for the broadcast.
Always, man. Well, we'll see you in the next race, and I'm not sure. Are you racing tomorrow in the F4 or no?
Probably not. Then.
Okay, I couldn't remember if I saw you on there or not. So, well, we'll see you in the next race, and get ready. Hope you feel a lot better for round 2.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, man. We'll see you.
See you guys.
Okay, Parker. Now it's your turn.
What's up, Fry?
What's up, my Mustang buddy?
I put it on the podium for you, big dog.
I appreciate that. We're gonna go ahead and give a couple of these in here. There we go.
Yeah, I was going around the track and I just kept thinking, what is Fry thinking about me right now? I need to do him good and proud, and
Nice.
that ended up working out.
I do greatly appreciate it. But how was your race as far as kind of watching the first 2 run away and then you started to catch them little by little?
I was getting initially stuck behind that Porsche at first, and I knew I had pace on him, but like Albie said, it's like almost impossible to pass here. But watching them go away, I knew I had to work up, and I was just gonna burn my tires. But hoping that the second stint come around was short enough where I could either block enough to not let anyone pass me, but then I was able to gap up, and then figured I'd try and do an undercut, and I was gonna come out close, and I got pinched by that incident in turn 1 that he was involved in. He kind of got away from me a little bit, and then I was able to crawl back lap after lap, and then unfortunately for him, something happened in the hairpin where he had to go wide, and I just took my gap.
Yeah, we definitely saw you shoot it in there, which we talk about the lap cars or slower traffic in that corner. Even if you go out wide, it's still not a very wide corner. So I think you saw an opportunity and just dove it in there, which it worked out, like you said. But it was great racing for us, and me particularly, I enjoyed it.
Thanks,
Also
man.
also like the American Legion livery. Appreciate that on there.
No problem. This is my only paint that I made, and probably the only one I will, because it was a pain.
So you got any shout outs and thank yous and all that you want to send out?
Shout out to the wife, of course, everyone who will watch this, and thanks John for putting together a league. He's made it a pretty seamless, easy, and humorous process. So thanks to him.
No worries. All right.
And thanks to you guys, of course.
We always appreciate it. We definitely do our best as we can and try to get through. So better luck to the Mustangs in round 2 though.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time, brother.
All right, take care.
See you, man. All right, John. So how you feeling about the whole outcome of round 1?
My perspective or everyone else's perspective.
Just how you feeling. I mean, you worked your tail off, we'll put it that way. getting all this together and organized and things like that. So, I mean,
So I want to thank especially Albie, Patrick, Morgan, uh, Terrell, pretty much everyone else that's been helping me out, helping get everything all together. I mean, it wasn't just a one-man show. I want to take all the credit for it, but it definitely wasn't all me that did it. I mean, I did everything I could with the help of everyone else. So thank you guys for doing this. Especially thank you guys, Fry, Pix, Chris, everyone that you guys that are doing the broadcast for us. This is great. Um, I don't know, just this whole thing is, like I said earlier, it's just hard to believe that, we could get, almost 30 people on track today and then 35 signed up. I'm hoping I won't be here at the next race because unfortunately work calls.
that's
But
that life thing.
I know I hate it sometimes, but sometimes you just got to pay the bills. But anyway, I hope to see everyone, at least minus me, on for the next broadcast. Hopefully there's at least 34 cars on track next Friday, and then hopefully there's 35 for Road America before Christmas. So I don't know if you guys said anything about any prizes or anything like that, but we did. You did? Oh, so the top 3 in Pro and then the top 3 in Am will be receiving a trophy. If you guys paid attention to the last series that I was involved in the last league, I finally did get those in. I will be sending those out tomorrow, and I will be taking a picture of it. So if you guys are in the Discord or if you are wanting to see that, join the Discord because they'll be there, and I'll share a picture of that. So, and they look actually pretty cool. I mean, they're only 7 inches big, but I mean, 7 inches is quite a lot, especially if you know how to use it. Sorry for
Yeah,
the
that
sorry
was
for the euphemism, but in any case,
it was still a cool looking trophy. It don't matter, size doesn't matter. It's about the trophy. And then,
as long as you
of
know how to
course,
use it.
yeah, right. And people like the cash prizes as well, and that came along with that trophy. So, you'll have some more, prizes out for these guys, and the more the series grows, the bigger the prizes can be.
Of course.
Like you were saying, special thanks to all the drivers. Your first series or the last series we did, excuse me, that I think you had like 10 drivers. We were lucky if you
I
got
think we're up to
15. And
16
look,
at the very max. Yeah.
but look at your series now. You come out round 1, and we're tapping 34 drivers with a few guys that just had some live stuff and some stuff going on. They couldn't make it today, so
Mhm.
definitely going to be positive moving forward. So yeah, I think you're right. You're going to see 30 cars on track each week.
Oh,
Of
for
course,
sure.
around the holidays gets tough. But the thing is that all these people want to come to race. They're not just signing up and not showing up just to not show up. So that the wants is there, and that's what's important.
Yeah, for sure.
So, well, we are going to have to wrap this thing up. Appreciate it. And round 2 next Friday, I think we're going to Sebring. Yes, and I know everybody was so fond of Sebring, the last race that we had there. It's a little bit bumpy, and it kind of drives like this track, except for there's no walls there, everywhere. You can actually go off in the grass for a little bit before you hit one. So that's going to make things interesting, and especially with 30 cars on track. So the racing is definitely going to be great. More lap traffic in the way. And we'll see the pit strategies really come into play as well. Gotcha. So Chris has had to run. I am Fry. Pix is my guy in the background, keeping everything running for us. Be sure to join us next Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central for round 2 at Sierra for the ENVY GT3 Sprint Series of America. See you guys next time.
Are you looking for professional broadcasting on a budget? How about broadcast with colorful commentary, guest commentators, and after-race interviews? Do your league branding and social media graphics need a facelift? Custom results and series graphics looking like a 5th grader did them? Event organization taking up way too much of your time? Engage GTCtv and let us help you show the world your events.